They say wealth is hard to build, but even harder to keep. While most families lose everything by the second or third generation, there's a select few, the quiet rich, who've cracked the code. How is it that some families stay rich for 100 years or more, while others lose it all within a decade? Today, we're breaking down the secrets behind generational wealth, how it's built, protected, and passed on, without getting destroyed by taxes, inflation, bad decisions, or drama. And most importantly, how you can begin doing the same, starting right now. Let's start with a brutal truth. 90% of families lose their wealth by the third generation. It's a real phenomenon. In wealth circles, it's called shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The first generation builds the wealth, the second enjoys it, and the third destroys it. Why? Because money doesn't just require making, it requires managing, protecting, and transferring with precision. And that's what rich families do differently. While most people focus on income, the rich focus on systems. The #1 wealth protection tool rich families use is the trust. A trust is a legal entity that can own assets, like real estate, stocks, and businesses, on behalf of family members. It's like building a financial vault that protects wealth from divorce, lawsuits, taxes, and even the bad decisions of future family members. Here's the key. The rich don't just give money to their kids. They give access to controlled assets through a trustee who manages the wealth responsibly by rules laid out in legal documents. That way, a reckless grandchild can't blow through the family fortune overnight. And because the trust legally owns the assets, it's harder for outsiders to take. Next up is the family office. This is like a private company that exists only to manage one family's money. It handles taxes, investments, legal strategy, estate planning, real estate, and even education for the next generation. This isn't just for billionaires either. Today, families with as little as $5 to $10 million are creating virtual family offices using trusted professionals. Why? Because managing wealth without a system is the fastest way to lose it. Taxes are the #1 expense for wealthy families. So what do? They learn how to play the tax game legally through strategies like setting up trusts in low-tax states, using life insurance policies to transfer wealth tax-free, donating to foundations they control, and creating LLCs and corporations to reduce personal exposure. Most people think the rich are cheating the system, but the truth is, they learned the system and built teams to win in it. You don't need to be rich to start playing this game smart. Here's a secret most people miss. Rich families teach their children about money. While most schools never teach taxes, investing, or cash flow, wealthy families make money talk a part of family life. They teach the difference between assets and liabilities, how to read financial statements, the importance of equity versus income, and how to build something that lasts. Money isn't just passed down, mindset is. That's why families like the Rockefellers have stayed wealthy for over 100 years. They pass down values, not just valuables. So, how do rich families stay rich for generations? They don't rely on luck. They use systems, trust to protect, family offices to manage, tax plays to grow, education to sustain. You don't need millions to start thinking like this. Start small, learn the rules, build the structure. Because the real secret of generational wealth is thinking long-term. Not for this month, not for this year, but for your last name. Now that is all for today's video. If you want to learn how the rich stay rich and how to build your own quiet empire, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment, legacy, if you're building wealth that lasts. And don't miss the next video, where we break down the secret tax loopholes used by the ultra-wealthy.